too. Knows about the grind, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. A very good Friday afternoon to you. Welcome to the EST Hangout, live right here in Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas. I will be in for Nanso today and all of next week as he's in the air on his way to Mexico, joined alongside Joaquin Gage, Zachary Kubish. Kub, he only wants to handle one day of me, so he's off after today. And Benny will be with us next week. So
I can't wait.
It's going to be glorious.
Oh, thank God.
No Nanso around, no Coop. Like, it's going to be a completely different experience for you next week.
Talk about shit. Like, it feels like if we're in a hot air balloon right now, Matty, and we're just tossing the sandbags off and just skyrocketing into the atmosphere.
It's going to be something else. Next week, stay tuned. But this week, we still got to be stay tuned because we have a great show coming up for you here on EST Afternoons. We are live in the William Huff studio on the west end of town. Find out what the William Huff advantage is as they provide industry-leading advertising solutions. Check them out, williamhuff.com, or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. Jordan Baker, he's the head coach, general manager, team president, if I'm not mistaken, of the Edmonton Stingers. He's going to stop by over the phone at 2:20 as the Edmonton Stingers, like the Oilers season ended last Thursday.
Yes.
But the summer season of sports gets going as of tomorrow. The Edmonton Stingers in action, opening up the CEBL season, not just the season opener, not just the home opener, it is the CEBL opener as Winnipeg comes to town to take on the Stingers 1:30. You can go get your tickets now, but Jordan Baker will join us to tee up the Stingers season as they get going. The Elks training camp gets going on Sunday as rookie camp's underway, but training camp opens up on Sunday. We had a couple big men in the hangout today.
Filling up the screen this morning.
David Beard has the height, but Coulter Woodmansey, he's got the width to him. He made David Beard look a little small to me in those chairs. So they got a couple big boys coming up. Obviously, Beard back for his second season in the second stint with the Edmonton Elks. Coulter, though, coming in from the Hamilton Tigers. They get going on Sunday. We've got Hart Trophy nominees announced today, the finalists for it.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid, Kucherov, MacKinnon. And lots of other things to get to. We got Zack to the Future today as well, coming up at 1:40. Edmonton sports history is what I have. I've got 8 questions.
Oh, gosh. I wonder if I'd be any good at that, Matty.
Well, you could jump in with the questions, too, if you want.
Well, I like to see if I could get them, too.
Yeah, you could wait until Coop gives his answer. Then you could come in with your answer.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
And then we could see how it goes to not do Coop. But I've got a few things here, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know, Coop. How Coop, how do you feel about your Edmonton sports history?
In certain aspects of it, I mean, in the hockey landscape of things, I feel like I'm pretty confident. Some Elks/Eskimos history, I feel like I know partially. Other than that, I mean, I don't know how deep you're going to get into the trenches of Edmonton sports history, but I feel pretty comfortable overall.
I feel like it's deep. I feel like there's a couple, like...
The Cracker Cats, the Capitals, some baseball teams that I don't know. I'm aware of the names. Yes, of course, the Trappers.
I've got my Trapper shirt on today.
Okay.
Something you said there now, it's making me question one of these questions.
Well, you can't change it now, Matty.
I can change whatever I want because you don't know.
Well, come on.
We're not at that point yet.
That's unfair. You got the test set already. The teacher, because you went up to the teacher and asked, well, is this going to be on the test? They can't change it just before, right? That'd be bad.
Teacher can do whatever the hell they want.
Okay. I just want to win, Matty.
Yeah, well, now it's making me wonder how you'll do on this. You might go 8 for 8. You might go 8 for 8 if you know that.
Certain championship years might be tough. If you're going to ask me specific years or how many
Actually, I know how
wins in decades.
I'm adding a 9th question.
Oh, you're adding. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to change the other one.
More opportunity for me to fail and succeed.
I'll go a little bit harder there.
Okay.
I'll challenge you a little bit more.
So maybe this is, I don't know if you can stop me if this is on the test or not, Matty, but is Jordan Baker still the president of the Stingers organization? Or is he just head coach GM?
Well, I thought he got elevated to that position. It's president, head coach, general manager of the Edmonton Stingers. Yeah.
So
he is president as well.
God, that's 3 hats.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. So maybe we'll have to find out how he feels on that role.
They play
Tomorrow, 1:30.
So I'll be, that's at the Expo Center.
Yeah.
My daughter's dancing there. So
Really?
yeah, I'll be there.
Unfortunately, we had a 4-pack of tickets that we gave away to a morning show listener, so I don't have tickets to offer you to go to those games. I
I
apologize,
got to be more,
Gager.
I got to be on the ball better. That's not your fault, man. That's me.
I'm excited. Like the Stingers, for the Stingers, this is the season that they've added more games. So it's a little bit of a longer season. And they're looking to get back. They are no longer the only team to have multiple wins in this league in terms of championships.
Yep.
Niagara has gone back to back, matching the success of the Stingers from earlier in this decade. Also, big news from the CEBL is Mark Cuban bought into the Brampton League. This is a legit league. Like it's funny because this league and the Canadian Premier League, which is the soccer league, both started around the same time. And I look at the CEBL and I see a sound foundation, a league that is like, we're not worried about any franchise. We're not looking at folding. And I look at the CPL and I go, there's just been mistake after mistake. And there's not a lot of franchises to look to. There's quite a few that actually look to. And I don't know if they have a future left, and including in our city, which this isn't on the test. But FC Edmonton, they folded. They ceased to operate, and we don't have another soccer team right now, which is a big shame. So
I did watch a portion of that Lakers.
Did you?
OKC. I had to turn it off, Matty. I was getting frustrated.
Yeah, the reffing was at times very egregious. From my perspective, they missed the point, like a bucket. Austin Reeves getting completely disrespected. But from your perspective, I know it's a little different.
That Austin Reeves, when he went down and you would have thought someone ripped his arm off, you mean? Come on. It was so frustrating. I thought I was watching, I didn't know whether it was the World Cup or basketball at one
careful
point.
on soccer.
I can't take this. NBA, start fining guys for embellishment. It's getting ridiculous. You can't be laying on the floor like that. Like, it's not just, I usually criticize LeBron for doing it, and he's no slouch at it. He does it a lot, but everyone else does it now too. And it's hard to watch. It's very hard to watch. I'm getting frustrated, really frustrated. And the NHL's going that way too.
The
a little
NHL's
bit too.
having a little bit of, we're seeing a little bit more embellishments and diving.
Yeah, I'm not liking that as well. Bring back the committee that reviews games and looks and sees if it's an embellishment or not, and start fining guys. And it just increases with every fine.
Do you have a problem with embellishment, or do you have a problem with diving, or do you have a problem with both?
I have a problem with both.
Really?
Yeah.
See, and I'm all on board with embellishment. I'm all on board with if you're Connor McDavid and you get slashed in the hand, not to try to play through it, but I want you to make it known a little bit. I just got slashed. Move your arm or whatever it is. I don't want the diving where you get slashed on the hand and both arms go flying.
And your equipment goes flying?
Yeah, I don't want that, but I have no problem with the embellishment of, hey, this infraction happened. I've learned over the last number of years as refs, you miss calls. I am just going to try to make it known a little bit more that there was a foul on me, whether it's basketball or hockey. I want that to be known. That's where I come from.
I do agree with you to a point. Like, there was a time, and just using Connor McDavid as an example, where he was getting grabbed, hooked, hold, but he would battle through it.
Yes.
And the point, like, he shouldn't be punished because he's the fastest player, and he shouldn't be punished for his strength to fight through those types of checks, and still not, like, a mortal person would just wouldn't be able to go through and they'd fall down, right? So I get your point to just maybe a little bit of, I don't say fall down and grab your face like you've been mugged, but maybe a slight take a quick knee, but get right back up just so the refs kind of see what's happening if they're missing something throughout it, because he's just such a, like, you could say this about a lot of guys. They're just such strong skaters that it takes a lot to get them down, but there is some I just hate when you don't see, like, a slight touch and a guy falls to the ground like he was been shot. I can't, Matty. And I'll watch the World Cup. I'll watch the
Do not bring up the diving to me. Or Eric. I'll just say that right now. Don't even bother watching the World Cup if you want to complain about it. Because here's what I like. There's
and the
one
ref waddling over there.
There's a few things I will say. One is there is a gamesmanship that is being done in that sport, but it's not the same as it once was. There are still some egregious ones, but I'll tell you right now, soccer fans across the world don't like those either.
Yeah.
We're not sitting there saying we want the biggest dives, but there's also VAR that the diving doesn't happen completely as much in the box, because if you do and you get called for the penalty, or the penalty is going to be awarded, it's going to get overturned by VAR.
Is it?
No? They will.
Okay.
If it's
in the box,
and you completely dive, they will take a quick check on it. And if it is so egregious, the one that I know is in your mind that you're picturing, they'll overturn that. Close ones they won't. Close ones they might still allow.
Yeah.
But the most egregious ones will get overturned. And quite frankly, if there is a foul that occurs in the middle of play that it immediately leads to a goal, they could review that too and go, no, this wasn't this was a dive or whatever. Like, so there is still some of that. I know a few other people around this city are going to complain about a little bit of the soccer. We don't want to hear it, us soccer fans.
Okay.
I'll just say that right now.
All right. Well, you're gonna.
Then I will start calling out in hockey way more.
Sure,
I'll start doing
I don't
that
like it
one,
there
but
either.
Guys, it's just one of the soccer fans. We know we don't like the most egregious ones, but I have no problem with some of them. It's part of the game. I have no problem if you're trying to find a way to get an advantage. If it's a close one and you fall, I'm okay with that. I know you're not, but I prefer having the football on my feet than giving it to the other team. So I have no problem if a Canadian wants to go down. Sad news in the soccer world today for us with Alphonso Davies being hurt again.
Again?
Yeah. I'm so furious with Bayern Munich right now. It's his hamstring. It seems like he's never been healthy since he first hurt it, and they keep rushing him back, and it's about 4 to 5 weeks right now. That means he likely won't play here on June 1st when Canada rolls through town. Bayern Munich, I am going to be cheering for such bad luck on them. Not from an injury perspective, but from a results perspective over the next number of years, because they've completely butchered Alphonso Davies' health this year.
Like, because,
It was awful news to wake up to this morning. Awful news.
He was injured roughly around a month and a half ago, right?
No, he's injured before that.
Yeah, I know.
And they rushed him back.
And he got injured again.
And he got injured again.
But so now
and then they rushed him back, and he played this week, and he got injured again. Now, I think he played couple weeks prior to that, but it seems like his hamstring never got healthy. And you would know as an athlete, hamstrings are tough ones.
Well,
and if you rush those back, in CFL, Davis Alexander got rushed back. He got hurt too earlier, and he was gone for even more weeks.
You know what? A hamstring in hockey isn't as bad as a hamstring when you're running like that, because you're grabbing and pulling. I think you're with a groin. It's different. It's like that in hockey, because when you you can't do anything with your hamstring if you're running and like that explosiveness that you need. Yeah, we saw Davis Alexander. What happened? They rushed him back and he went in, he ran that one in and hobbled in. And what is it? It's 6 to 8 weeks.
And Davies is 4 to 5, which if we do 4 to 5, 3 weeks gets you to that June 1st. 4 weeks gets you to before the tournament begins. 5 weeks gets you through one game of Team Canada. So if he gets his full time in, he could play with Canada come game 2 or 3 of the knockout stage.
Okay.
Here's the other thing, though. This is the crazy thing. Canada actually, and if Nanso was here right now, he would be the big one throwing this out there. There's a big argument to be made that Canada sometimes is better with Alphonso Davies.
Oh, really?
he sometimes tries too hard.
Oh,
He sometimes
too much.
tries to be the guy.
He McDavid's himself?
Yes. And in the past, we needed him to be that guy because we had no one else. That's not the case anymore.
But the support cast is a lot better.
When we've seen over the last number of months that he hasn't been around because he was hurt prior to last year, the team looks pretty good without Alphonso Davies still. That it's not... it hurts. It'll always hurt.
Yeah.
But they could overcome this more than, like, if this was 2022, going into that World Cup, we lost Davies.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, great.
Because did he score the first goal?
He did score a first ever goal. He missed the
quickly,
penalty.
too.
He missed the penalty kick in the game one against Belgium, and then 4 minutes in against Croatia, Buchanan with the beautiful ball in. Davies headed it. It was a great goal. Canada's first ever goal at the World Cup. And then we won't talk about anything else that happened in that match because.
Was that Croatia?
Yeah.
That
was with John Herdman, our coach, prior to that, saying, let's go F Croatia.
Yeah, that wasn't good because they really made. I remember watching probably the last 20 minutes of that. I don't know what I was doing before, but it looked like men against boys. Like they were just breaking them down up one side and just pushing the ball forward.
It was right before the end of the first half. You just saw this is over.
Yeah.
Canada has no answer in the mid, but we got the goal. Mitchie R, honestly, Matty, I'm okay with Davies out. It's just sad he doesn't get to experience the World Cup experience. Well, he has had it once, and I do think he's going to be part of this World Cup team. So if it's 4 to 5 weeks, that's during the knockout, so he would be useful for this team. And Jeremy, Matty, it's time to start calling Davies what he is, a Band-Aid. I understand that there's a level of he's been hurt a lot, so we've got to, that will be around him. For this season, I'm just going, Bayern Munich did not take care of him. Bayern Munich rushed him way too much. That's what this screams to me. The fact that he got re-injured twice says Bayern Munich let him play way too soon. They shouldn't have done that. Yeah. And I want bad things to happen from a results perspective for Bayern Munich moving forward into the next couple seasons. He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk alongside Zachary Kubich. This is EST Afternoons right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. When we come back, let's talk a little Hart Trophy. And later in this hour, Zack to the future. 10 questions. Can Zack pass? We will find out. This is EST Afternoons right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports.
Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov, and Nathan MacKinnon have been named as Hart Trophy finalists. The trophy is awarded each season to the player most valuable to his team. On the international stage, Edmonton's Evan Bouchard, Darnell Nurse are off to Switzerland, joining Team Canada for the World Hockey Championship. They connect with former Oilers Cam Talbot, Dylan Holloway, and Connor Brown. 2 games. Today's NHL schedule. Habs at Sabres start things off at 5 o'clock. Montreal hoping to tie the series at 1. Later on, at 7:30, Vegas takes on Anaheim in Game 3. That series deadlocked after 2. And for the Elks, they've added 7 players ahead of training camp, including 24-year-old long snapper Oren Schellenberg, who spent the past 5 seasons with the U of A Golden Bears. Into the association, New York and Philly scrap 76ers trailing 2-0 in the series, plus the T-Wolves and Spurs matchup in Game 3. They're tied through 2 games played. Meanwhile, the Jays have lost 4 straight, entering a 3-game series against the Angels. First pitch just after 5. Dylan Cease gets the call for Toronto. Reed Detmers counters for L.A. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards. Plus, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Some Hart Trophy conversation up next here on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubich, keeping you up to date.
Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
If you look at Chayka's record in 4 years in Phoenix, find one thing that he did good. And the fact that poor Matt's, nobody knows what his job is. Is that not true? Like he's helping out, but nobody said, well, this is what his job description is going to be.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Blue Jays are back, and Canada is excited to cheer them on in their 50th season. Whether you're swinging for the fences at the ballpark or stepping up to the plate with those spring projects at home, Sentinel Storage can help you make room for all of it. From tools and bikes to boxes and seasonal gear, Sentinel Storage gives you the extra space you need all season long. Try 4 weeks free today. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's go Blue Jays!
Your home for great performances is
the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd.
9 p.m. show is sold out.
Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino.
Excitement,
bet on it.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Back here on EST Afternoons, Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas alongside Joaquin Gage and Zachary Kubish. You could always get in touch with us. That's the River Cree Inbox, Tap 25 restaurant, 50% off the entire menu, available 7 days a week from 2 until 5, or you can jump into the nasty chat. Do want to say here's your chance to win big, giving back. Cara Family Resource Center, Spring 50-50 on now. Half the pot goes to one winner. The other half supports Edmonton families who need it most. Get your tickets before Monday, May 11th. Rafflebox.ca/raffle/Cara FRC. That's Cara with a K. Must be 18 plus in Alberta at the time of purchase. Mark Majot, who's of Cara Family Resource Center, an MCTV podcast and friend of Edmonton Sports Talk. He'll be on with Reed and Jay talking a little bit more about the Cara Family Resource Center and their 50-50 later on in the show. Jay and I we split 50-50, so we're in the mix for this. If you also want to get in beyond the Rafflebox website, you just have a direct link right on our website, edmontonsportstalk.com/ or just edmontonsportstalk.com at the very top. Click on the page, or if you're on a mobile app, just in the drop-down menu. I did want to get into the Hart Trophy conversation here a little bit, but first, we're just talking at a break here. Matthias Ekholm, Szymanski, if I'm not mistaken, Darnell Nurse, Ivan Bouchard, they're all going to...
Coward as well.
Coward's going for Team USA?
Yeah.
They're all going to the World Championships. And I just I'm surprised Matthias Ekholm is going. I'm surprised that, he doesn't get it to the Olympics. A guy that has played a lot of hockey, older. I'm surprised he's not taking those little extra weeks to not play hockey. Or you?
Yeah, I'm surprised he's playing. He seemed a little bit upset he didn't go play at the Olympics, right? And I really thought a guy of his age, he's already played at that level. But like I said, Matty, the World Championships is a lot different to European hockey players. It's their Stanley Cup. Like there's a lot of guys that don't come to North America. They play at home in their home leagues and their club teams and want to win championships there and play on their national team. When I played in Sweden, there was a handful of guys that for sure could have come over and probably been, I'm not saying they would have, broken records or anything, but could be NHL players, and they just decided not to. And it's kind of a big deal to them. Now, I think we're in the same boat, thinking this was an opportunity for Mattias Ekholm to just chill and relax and get ready for the next season. But it's Switzerland. It's a nice little trip with his 3 kids and wife. And
yeah, from another perspective, I don't like it. I don't think if you're Stan Bowman, Jeff Jackson, you're as fond that he's making this decision. Obviously, you're not going to get a full say in that or anything. But I do get the part of, it matters more to them. You're saying it matters more to the Europeans.
Like if they win, say Sweden wins, the whole country's partying for a few days.
And then you also brought up a good point there in the commercial. Is he trying to play for that World Cup roster?
I think there's something to that. I think you're seeing as well with Nurse and Bouchard going.
Oh, Bouchard's a good one. Definitely.
I think there's something to it a little bit. Guys that go over and put on the time with the national team at the end of the season to go play Worlds, just to show that if it comes down between you and another guy, and the one guy has gone to Worlds every year, that means he hasn't had success in the playoffs or whatever, but you're probably most likely going to take the guy that's loyal that comes than the guy that says, no, I'm...
Well, that's a narrative that's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
When it comes to the teams, like obviously Evan Bouchard hasn't had the opportunity. Like I don't think Darnell Nurse is going to have a shot right now at the World Cup in a couple of years, but Evan Bouchard, absolutely. He hasn't had the opportunity to represent Canada from World Cup. Like he hasn't. But here's now an opportunity. And I think this does matter to the brass of Hockey Canada. In 2 years from now, if they look and, let's say next year the Oilers go on a long run, he can't join them again. And they sit there and they're breaking it down between Evan Bouchard or another player. And they're going, well, this other player said no to us twice. Evan Bouchard had one opportunity. He said yes.
Yeah,
we like that. We're gonna do that. There, when there's a tiebreakers, if you will, like McDavid never has to go to World Hockey Championship. No, he'll always be on the team.
Yeah,
like he could just constantly be like, no, I'm not doing it, and he'll still make that team. But it also matters too, though, that last year, like I will say, Sidney Crosby went.
Mm-hmm. I think I really think that if McDavid wasn't injured, you would probably you'd probably see him going.
He's so honestly, it's the best thing that he's kind of hurt.
Yeah,
that it forces him not on the ice. He's not allowed to be on the ice.
Shoot, I was going to ask you something. Oh, so Hernan and I were talking, I think a few days ago about this. Though the World Championships can, you can increase your stock a little bit. I remember the year Mackenzie Weegar went over and dominated. Like he had a really good tournament to the point where I think it opened up a lot more eyes to how good a defenseman he actually is. Do you think if Darnell Nurse can go over there and have some success and look pretty good, does that help with possible negotiations with teams? No. You don't think so?
No.
If he's like an all-star, what if he's an all-star, first-team all-star defenseman and wins the championship?
I think if you're an opposing GM in this league, you've seen the playoff tapes, and that's what you're looking at. And
they're goldfish, Matty. They got short memories.
I know, but I just feel like that. I don't think all of a sudden Stan Bowman is going to be able to just move Darnell Nurse a little bit easier because of a strong World Hockey Championships. Okay. Personally, I don't see that. I think then it'd be like, well, look at what he did in the playoffs this year. Look what he did in the playoffs last year. And that GM is going to sit there and go, no, what else are you giving us, Stan, or whoever the next GM is going to be? What are you going to give us to help take this off your hands? Maybe it helps, if anything, on the amount of salary retention. I will say that. Maybe instead of the Oilers having to eat, let's say, $3 or $4 million, if that's part of a deal, they could get it down to 2 or something because of, well, see?
Yeah.
When he's not with the Oilers, look at what he's producing.
Look what he does, yeah.
It's everything around here. He just needs that fresh start. Maybe that part. Maybe as I'm talking about this, that's the part that helps.
You're talking yourself into it. I like it.
I'm not going fully into it. Brendan in the nasty chat, it can't hurt.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Although, what if he has a very poor tournament?
Well, that hurts.
I was hoping you'd say, no, that doesn't matter. But that doesn't matter at all.
Does it not intrigue you to see him on the big ice and what he can do? I mean, I'm not expecting him to be, Quinn Hughes or whatever, but I don't know what I'm kind of looking forward to it. That's what I'm trying to say.
The only thing I look forward to in the World Hockey Championship is back to having sports done during the day.
Yeah.
It's just nice having something on. I honestly don't even remember when the tournament starts or whatever like that.
Next Friday.
Is it next Friday? See,
I think so.
There you go. I should maybe start paying attention to that a little
Is
bit
it
more.
next Friday? Yeah, next Friday.
I cared back at the 1260 days because the Oilers were in the decade of darkness and we'd carry those games on our station. So it was a big deal for us because Connor would go or Hall would go or Everly would go and we'd be like, hey, we're playing these games for you. So people cared. But now that the Oilers are in the Stanley Cup window, it's like, pfft.
I don't know if this is this year, but it does say Canada-Sweden Friday, May 15th, which lines up.
That would be this. Oh, wait, that has a record.
I know, but
those records don't look right.
But it would be it's the preliminary round. It would be
World Hockey Championships 2026. Let's double check.
Could be last year.
Canada was in the same group as Sweden. No, that's it.
That's it.
Canada, Sweden 15th. Canada, Italy 15th. Canada, Italy 16th. Canada, Denmark on the 18th. Canada, Norway on the 21st. Canada, Slovenia on the 22nd. Canada, Slovakia on the 24th. And Canada will wrap up the preliminary against the Czechs on the 26th. And is it the Czech Republic again?
They keep changing their names.
Well, like everything on Wikipedia now says Czech Republic.
Does it?
Yeah. So is it Czech Republic? Is it Czechia?
It says Czechia on the
on
the TSN site.
What does it say in IHF? I'm now rambling here a little bit. I should move off that. Hart Trophy nominees were announced today. I get a question for you, Gager. Do you care more about the Hart or the Ted Lindsay?
Ted Lindsay.
Me too. And for those that don't know the difference, Hart Trophy is most valuable to your team and is voted on by the Professional Hockey Writers Association. Ted Lindsay Award is voted on by the players, and it's the most outstanding player of the season, too. I like the definition better. I also like who's awarding it better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and plus, like we had the big discussion of people watching Bouchard, obviously, back east. And what are they watching? Are they just watching highlights? Are they watching full games and seeing what he's able to accomplish throughout the whole 60 minutes? This way, with the Ted Lindsay, you get honest opinions of guys. And I get it. You're not playing certain guys, you're only playing them twice a year.
But that's 2 days games worth of film that you're watching.
But you are going up against them, right?
Yeah.
And realizing how good they actually are. So even in those situations, they might even impress you more just because you don't see them so often. Players know.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah. And I mentioned about how I'm playing in the Hockey Helps Homeless for the Red Light District, how it was cool because I actually getting a little bit more perspective on how hard hockey is to play at that level. Like that goal that, I don't know if you watched the Zegers goal yesterday, but the level of skill for him to perform that goal is astronomical, how he was able to do that. And that's what you recognize when you're playing against these guys. So I put way more faith into the Ted Lindsay, unfortunately, than a media guy that maybe hasn't even put on skates before.
Well, I won't say unfortunate. Like, look, who knows the game better, media or hockey players? Like, I'm sorry, just in terms of the X's and O's, the hockey player is going to know generally a little bit more. Yeah. I have been on a crusade for a number of years to saying we should be fighting to talk about how much more important the Ted Lindsay is than the Hart. And one of the reasons it'll never happen is because then the media won't want to give up the prestige. If right now it goes Hart, Ted Lindsay, the media won't want to give up that ability to be like, no, it's Ted Lindsay, then what we decide. There's too many of them that, in fact, as I've gone on this crusade, I've received a DM once from a writer who was telling me how they know, like the hockey player doesn't care about their ballot, they're not paying attention, and they do their research. They do their studying into this, and that's why it's the Hart.
There's a portion of that,
but sure. I would say that that's from both sides. There's a lot of writers that don't do the research, I think, into watching games on the other part, especially Eastern writers to the West, that I understand. There's also some players that maybe aren't putting any attention into their ballot. However, if I had to go based off of gut, I'm going up to an NHL player and just going gut. Give me the 3 best players this year.
Yeah.
And I go up to any hockey writer in the league and I go gut. Who are the 3 best players in the league this year? I'm going to trust the hockey player's gut more in that moment than the writers.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Long
And
live
it's
the Ted
great
Lindsay.
to hear the writers are putting in the work and time and analytically kind of looking at things to who's the best. But then it's subjective to their criteria, too.
Which it does not go year to year.
Yeah.
Evan Bouchard is a prime example of that. Evan Bouchard, there are other players that have played similar seasons that have been nominated for the Norris or up as final three. We have seen, and then there's a writer I saw in Vancouver who was saying that he didn't have Bouchard top three because it's McKinnon or it's a McDavid and it's Draisaitl. He's with them, but has McKinnon up there with McCarr and doesn't use that same criteria with them.
Yeah.
There's been a number of years ago, Kucherov was getting the love for his production. But it was Draisaitl didn't get it because he had McDavid next to him. But it's like, okay, but Kucherov also plays with a really good players. So the criteria to me isn't all the same. I just stand by, give me the Ted Lindsay should be the number one MVP of the season. The Hart Trophy is a very fine trophy, and I'm more than okay with that.
There's a lot of history with the Hart, too,
yes.
Right? So I actually think, I would rather the voting for the Hart be the players and the Ted Lindsay be the media.
I think MLS does this. I also wouldn't mind like a weighted system. You get coaches involved, the GMs involved, the players involved, and the media involved. And you give, let's say, players, coaches, and the GM, they're weighted for 66% or whatever it is. And then the media is weighted for the other 3%. And you break that 66% down, however you want. But you get we're talking about the MVP. Why is one group doing the MVP?
Yeah.
Let's get everyone involved. Let's get the media.
I like that, Matty. That's
the
a good
GM,
idea.
the players, and the coaches. They all have their own little ballots. We weight them a little bit and then go, this is how we're going to get to the true MVP. Coop had we have to go to break right away here. But if McDavid wins this Hart, he's one of 3 players or 4 players?
He will become the 4th player in NHL history to win 4 or more Hart Memorial
if
trophies.
He gets it done this year.
Yes. And I'm curious.
Do you know who the other 3 are?
4 Hearts?
4 or more Hearts.
4 or more.
Well, Gretzky.
I guess in the break, that one. I'm assuming Gretzky's right.
Gretzky had 9. He holds the record.
Orr
only had 3.
3?
Yeah.
Shoot. Mario?
3.
I guess Mario's no.
Really?
Yeah, he had 3, yeah.
He said it is one older guy. Beliveau?
A couple older guys, to be honest.
Both
but
are,
one is like ancient compared to both McDavid and even this other player in the mix.
Did Howe win?
Yeah. He had 6.
He had 6.
Is he that older guy or is he that middle
He's
one?
the middle ground.
Okay.
So you got to go way back. I'm talking 30s and 40s. This player played for the Boston Bruins for a very long time. Won 2 Stanley Cups there as well. Wrapped up his career with the New York Americans in 39 and 40.
Yeah, I'm not
going to even know the name.
This is some heat and smoke kind of stuff. This is some deep trivia, boys. He also played for the Edmonton Eskimos, the hockey team.
So who was it?
Eddie Shore.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Shore.
He had 4.
Old Eddie Shore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I should have got that then. So Eddie Shore.
Howe.
Gretzky.
If McDavid gets it done, he joins that conversation.
Oh, okay. So there's only 3 right now.
Currently. Yeah. A lot of players have won thrice.
Oh, apparently this was done during the oil stream, so some people do know that one. We're late to break. We've got Zack to the Future coming up on the other side of the break. We also have the head coach, general manager, president of the Edmonton Stingers coming up at 2:20. He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk. We'll get to a Coop Sports update. This is Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. You're tuned into EST Afternoons.
Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov, and Nathan MacKinnon have been named as Hart Trophy finalists. The award is handed out annually to the player most valuable to his team. On the international stage, Edmonton's Evan Bouchard and Darnell Nurse are off to Switzerland, joining Team Canada for the World Hockey Championship. They connect with former Oilers Cam Talbot, Dylan Holloway, and Connor Brown. 2 games dot the NHL schedule today. Habs at Sabres start things off 5 o'clock. Montreal looking to tie the series at 1 apiece. Later on at 7:30, Vegas takes on Anaheim in Game 3. That series deadlocked through 2. For the Elks, they've added 7 players ahead of training camp, including 24-year-old long snapper Oren Schellenberg, who spent the past 5 seasons at the U of A. Into the association, New York and Philly scrap 76ers trailing 2-0 in the series, plus the T-Wolves and Spurs matchup in Game 3. They're tied through 2 games played. And the Jays, they're in action, opening a series against the Angels. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. Dylan Cease on the bump for Toronto. Reed Detmers countering for LA. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at Capital Care Foundation.net. Zack to the future up next here on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
I know you've done Cold through a few interviews. What made you want to come to Edmonton?
With that and learning about the team and like everything, I really genuinely believe in what we're doing here. And I wasn't going to go anywhere that I didn't believe. I want to raise my family here. Being out here, this is a place that I actually could see my kids growing up. It was about like what I saw in the team, because if I was going to make a change, like I'm not going anywhere that I don't believe in.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc, we're the experts you need to know.
Back here on EST Afternoons, Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas alongside Joaquin Gage, Zachary Kubish. We are, 40 minutes away from Jordan Baker, head coach, president, general manager of the Edmonton Stingers. They're in action tomorrow, 1:30 for the season opener down at the Expo Center. Game you could also catch live right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, 1:30 on our audio streams. That's edmontonsportstalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio. We have a bunch of games that we will be carrying here on the station. If you go to edmontonsportstalk.com, click on Stingers, our broadcast schedule, it'll be right there. And our very own Mark Majot, actually, he will be on the sidelines for, or is it sidelines? Yeah. They call it sidelines, but I don't think it's sidelines. I know that's what the graphic showed. That's courtside.
Yeah.
It's not sidelines, it's courtside.
True, yeah.
I think in NBA, if you talk about like the people that are on the sideline, like they are generally referred to, we go courtside or it's courtside. Mark Majot will be courtside. I think CEBL got that wrong. in my personal opinion.
I mean, even
What do I know?
when you talk about sports injuries, sometimes you could say the player is sidelined for 4 to 5 weeks, but you say that in hockey, it kind of doesn't make sense. I guess you're
No, it's still that
out
one
of line.
still
You're off
does
to the side,
for
but
the injury part, but like
Right.
where you are, like you're not. I don't know. You generally feel like it's you would go courtside. Portions of this hour of EST Afternoons brought to you by Lamley's, built for the job, made with quality craftsmanship and designed for job protection with cowboy-worthy durability. Lamley's workwear combines safety with all-day comfort, designed to withstand tough conditions and deliver performance across every job site. Lamleys.com/work to see how Lamley's can make your workday better.
LAMMLES.
River Curry inbox, nasty chat. Always welcome to get your thoughts in there. It's time now for Zack to the future.
Just as I predicted, time traveling is just too dangerous. 1.21 gigawatts. Great Scott.
Zack, are you ready?
I'm ready to rock and roll, Matty.
I've got
Ready to
10
get this.
questions.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see something here. Okay, there we go. You get one lifeline, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
And the theme for today is Edmonton sports history.
Great.
And now on the YouTube, as the double E logo does go flashing by. Are you ready? You said you're ready. You ready?
I'm
Gager?
ready.
I'm going to start with this one. Who replaced the Edmonton Trappers at TELUS Field's last Remax? At the time, it was called TELUS Field. Who was the first team to replace the Edmonton Trappers, who played their last game in 2004?
Oh.
20 years ago. Who's the team that replaced the Edmonton Trappers at TELUS Field, as it was known at the time?
I'm going to go with the Edmonton Capitals. Final answer.
Gager, by the way, did you want to jump in with your thoughts after?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
I hope so. Was it the Cracker Cats?
Yeah, it was the Cracker Cats.
Darn it.
The Cracker Cats turned into the Capitals. The Cracker Cats were owned by, what was his name? I forgot the owner's name at the time. He was like some oil guy. And then the Oilers eventually bought them, renamed them the Edmonton Capitals. So the Cracker Cats were there from 05 to 08. And the Capitals from 09 to 11, which included a league championship in 2011.
Makes me sad.
That's why. That's the one I thought you were going to get. Because you said Cracker Cats
and
earlier.
then I thought, I thought you changed it. I thought you changed it. Like you're going to say name two of the teams or something, and you changed it to that. Okay.
So then this is the additional question I had. The Edmonton Trappers. How many league titles in the Pacific Coast League did they win in their history while here in Edmonton?
3.
2. Final answer. Was it 3?
In the nasty check. We'll get this one. League leader is the San Francisco Seals, but their last one came in 1957. Los Angeles Angels' last one came in 1956. They had 12. Albuquerque had 8. Their last one came in 94. Portland Beavers also had 8. Their last one came in 83. Seattle Rainers, last one came in 66. They had 7. Tacoma Rainers, they had 7. Their last one came in 2021. There's a bunch of teams with 5, but the Edmonton Trappers had 4.
Wow.
They won in 84. They won back-to-back in 96 and 97. And in 2002, when I believe they're affiliates of the Twins, they were winners in 2002. So the Edmonton Trappers had 4.
Okay, good to know.
Rough start.
Bad start. Yeah, I was totally confident. My confidence is gone.
What was the name of the Edmonton's National Lacrosse League team?
This should be such an obvious one to me. They got relocated.
They did get relocated.
And
Yeah,
they're still in play.
I went to games.
Why
are you guys struggling with this?
No, this one, I don't think about the lacrosse team very often.
Now I can't. I keep thinking it's the Salmon Bellies, but it's
The
not.
Salmon Belly. It's a legit name.
Yeah.
Oh my
not the
gosh.
Roughnecks, not the. Oh, come on.
Because they're still in the league here. You know what? I'm going to use my wild card. This is so embarrassing. I need to get this one right.
I would suggest you save it, but that's okay.
Okay.
You're using it? What are you doing? Well, you're already looking at the nasty chat.
I was going to the nasty chat. I like the nasty chat. And 83 runner. The Edmonton Rush.
Rush.
Dun, da, da, da.
God, that's terrible. How did I mess
Such a
that
great
up?
name, too.
Oh, see now I'm worried. I'm worried for you guys right now. Okay, this is multiple choice.
Phew. What
did Edmonton as a city not host? I'm going to give you 4 options. One of these Edmonton has not hosted.
Okay.
I hope I'm right on this. The Commonwealth Games.
They've hosted.
The Pan American Games.
Must have hosted.
The World University Games. The World Championships in Athletics. So the Commonwealth Games, the Pan American Games, the World University Games, the World Championships in Athletics. Which sporting event did the city of Edmonton never host?
I'm going to go University Games.
I'm going to say the Pan American Games. Final answer.
Yes! To Coob. It was the Pan American Game. We've never hosted the Pan American Games. When did we host?
When was the University Games?
It was Edmonton Sports in
56, Matty?
No, it was much more recent than that one. 83.
Oh, okay.
83.
Really?
Yeah. We had it in 83. So Coob gets that
I
one
would
right.
have got it if I was born here.
Yeah, no, fair. You're not from here. So this and you weren't around in Edmonton in 83.
No.
Yeah,
well, I wasn't even alive in 83.
but you're from here.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
It's part of your when you're born, it's just you get the city downloaded into your brain.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the name of the Edmonton indoor soccer team? They had 2 iterations, or actually they had 3 iterations. They were an outdoor team, if I'm not mistaken, prior first, but then they played indoor games, Coliseum, and there was 2 types of it. But what was the name of the Edmonton indoor soccer team?
The Edmonton Football Club. Final answer.
No. Edmonton Trash? No.
The Edmonton Badgers?
I should know what this one is.
I would have figured you might have got this one. You might have shared a locker room just down the hall from there. They played 96, 97, 98-ish.
Wow.
Down at Northlands Coliseum.
They did too. I remember. Yeah.
By the way, I'll just, for Coop, you're wrong. Can see if Gager can get this.
I'm not going to get it.
Drillers.
The
Edmonton Drillers.
How did I miss that?
We're learning Edmonton sports history right now. It's a wonderful Friday. That's okay. So Coop's 2 for 2 right, 3 wrong so far.
Yikes.
Okay. Edmonton WHL team. There was an Edmonton WHL team that played at the Northlands Agricom, which is now known as the Expo Center. They played 2 seasons there. Which team, or what were they called? The Edmonton WHL team that played at Northlands Agricom.
The WHL team. Because there was another WHL. We were just talking about this. The Edmonton Eskimos really early on.
This is the Western Hockey League still.
Okay.
And this is late 90s.
The Edmonton late 90s?
This is the late 90s. Jared Stoll.
The Edmonton Ice.
Yeah. It's Ice.
Final answer.
We should use the lamp.
I thought you were gonna. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be the Edmonton Flyers.
Edmonton Ice.
Okay.
Well, if you went further back, it was the Oil Kings, wasn't it? I thought it might have been a trick question.
At the Expo Center?
Well, it was the Flyers before the Oil Kings, though, right?
Was it? No.
The Oil Kings would have played. The Oil Kings maybe would have played. Edmonton Gardens.
Yeah.
Would have that been where the old team played?
Maybe.
The older they played Edmonton Gardens and Jasper Place Arena.
Do you know where they went to?
I'm seeing it right now, but I knew they're Portland.
Yeah.
And then the Edmonton Ice went Kootenay, Winnipeg, and now they're Wenatchee.
So, yeah, and I remember because my first training camp for the Winterhawks was actually in Edmonton. And I played Millwoods Golf Course way back then.
And how was it back then?
It was great. No trees. You just hit the ball everywhere.
So you're 3 for 3, Coop.
Nice. Yeah, and the Edmonton Flyers from 52 to 63 operated in Edmonton. Al Arbor. Glenn Hall on the team.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I only have actually 9 questions. I didn't have 10 apparently. Okay, where did the Double E, the Edmonton Eskimos / Elks, play prior to calling Commonwealth Stadium their home? What was their home stadium prior to
the
Commonwealth Stadium?
Clark Stadium.
You got me. I have no clue.
Clark, right? It's called Clark Stadium. The Knothole, because they're playing there May 29th against the Stampeders, because Commonwealth will be used for something else, a little footy.
So what?
Clark Stadium. Final answer.
L-A-W-N-L-E-S. It is Clark Stadium. It is Clark Stadium.
There we go.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, that was years ago. It's obviously been renovated. Well, it's been torn down. They've done some new things there. Coop is right. There is going to be the knothole game that's going there, the preseason game taking place down there. So a chance for many.
The knothole?
Well, the section was the knothole game. Like that was the kids, I think. Maybe I'm off.
Yeah.
But they're calling this the knothole game or something like that. It's just a throwback to a lot of people grew up back at the old place. And that might have been where the knothole gang started or something.
I asked Reedy. He was like, well, I mean, you look through the wooden fence in the knothole.
Oh, I see.
To kind of view the game from the outside. So some old school,
There you go.
Growing up, you hear the baseball games and such, and you want to catch a little action. Got to sneak in through. You don't want to pay for a ticket or can't.
2 more questions for you, Coob. You've got 4 right, 3 wrong. You need to just get 1 more to stay above 500 throughout this all. Which boxer, world champion boxer, was supposed to have a major fight here in Edmonton, but it ultimately fell through? There was a press conference that was even held in the city of Edmonton, and it didn't happen.
I think this was a conversation a couple years ago. Is it Mike Tyson? Final answer, Mike Tyson.
Dun, da, da, da. Oh, was Mike Tyson?
Yes. Don King was in town.
Really?
There was a press. I don't know if Mike Tyson came for that press conference or if it was just Don King. No, actually, I think Mike Tyson had a workout over at the Mayfield Hotel
You're
over
right.
here.
Yeah, I remember
and that fight was supposed to, or was one of the things, and it never happened. But we were very close to having a Mike Tyson fight in the city of Edmonton. But Mike Tyson is part of Edmonton history.
I thought it was Ali, but because he did fight Semenko, but I guess that's not it was an exhibition.
Final
question. What racing entity or league raced yearly from 2005 to 2012 down at the old City Center Airport?
Oh, really? Huh. I'm going to
go. We had a yearly race here that has started in 2005, and the last one was in 2012. Which league was it in?
IndyCar? Final answer? I don't know.
Really? Yeah.
Actually, and the crazy thing is, it started as a Champ Car series in 2005 until they merged Champ Car and Indy, and then it stuck with Indy. So if you also said Champ Car, which I don't think you know of Champ Car, that would have been correct as well. But nice comeback, Coop.
I was playing in a ball hockey tournament outside the old Iron Horse one weekend, and we went to the finals. And if you won, you went to Vegas, and if you lost, you got tickets to the Indy. And I was having a kid I knew, and I was going to play hockey soon, and I was with another bunch of hockey guys. So not that we threw the last game, I don't think, but we kind of let the other team have their way with us. And,
you weren't upset.
But then I went to the Molson Indy, and I was in the Red Bull tent all day. And it felt like my heart was going to explode because I just kept drinking Red Bull vodkas all day. And Jay Milne was in that tent. We talked about this later, that we were there at the same time.
You just didn't know it.
Just didn't know.
Until all these years later.
Yeah.
This is why we're in a simulation. I was working cable pulling for Aquila Productions one year, and I was in the pits the whole race.
Oh, really? That's
it was
fun.
Really cool.
It's really cool.
It was cool just sitting, and I was next, I was in a spot that people aren't supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they were pulling up right next to me doing the changes. And then afterwards, while we were doing teardown and cleaning things up, a few of us were in a golf cart and we drove the track.
Oh, did you?
So we got to drive it once. I do miss it.
I do miss it too.
Coob, well done. Well done. You started off slow, but you picked it up. I hope Gage, I hope all of our listeners maybe learned a little something about Edmonton sports history. So there you go.
I did big time. 4-time champions were the Edmonton Trappers here in Edmonton. It was the Cracker Cats taking over for the Edmonton Trappers before it was the Edmonton Capitals, and now straight into the Riverhawks. Is that what happened? Is that the lineage?
Cracker Cats to the Capitals. Capitals folded. Eventually, the Prospects took over. Prospects then, or the lease instead went to the Riverhawks. Riverhawks took over. Prospects moved, and now it's the
City Cactus Rats,
who are still saying that their stadium's not going to be ready. for this year. They don't have a date. Things aren't going well out there. That was Zack to the Future right here at Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice from. We're really late to break, so we're going to have a shorter next segment because coming up at 2:20, Jordan Baker, who's the head coach, general manager, and president of the Edmonton Stingers, he's going to join us over the Oil Country Towing Hotline as we'll preview the upcoming Stinger season, which gets going tomorrow live right here in Edmonton Sports Talk at 1:30. He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas alongside Zachary Kubish. You're listening to Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
What the Oilers do? No, we're going to play the same damn way, and we're going to get embarrassed in 6 games. If I ever were the GM of a hockey team, and the scouts came to me and said, here's this guy, 57 points last year, shoots left. Cool, how competitive is he? You talk to any of his former teammates? What's he like when the going gets tough?
It's almost like you're treating this as a job application.
I am.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd.
9 p.m. show is sold out.
Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino.
Excitement?
Bet on it.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. Had a good day? It's time for happy hour. Bad day? Oof, happy hour. Boss said great job? Happy hour. Boss said let's circle back? Ugh, definitely happy hour. Got a promotion? Happy hour. Spilled coffee on your shirt 5 minutes after getting dressed? Ugh, happy hour. So whether you're celebrating or recovering, our happy hour starts at just $3.99. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov, and Nathan MacKinnon have been named as Hart Trophy finalists. The award is handed out each season to the player most valuable to his team. On the international stage, Edmonton's Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard are off to Switzerland, joining Team Canada for the World Hockey Championship. They connect with Macklin Celebrini, Mark Scheifele, and Matt Barzal. 2 games dot the NHL schedule. Habs at Sabres start things off at 5. Montreal hoping to tie the series at 1 apiece. Later on at 7:30, Vegas takes on Anaheim. Game 3, their series deadlocked after 2. For the Elks, they've added 7 players ahead of training camp, including 24-year-old long snapper Oren Schellenberg, who spent the past 5 seasons as a Golden Bear, into the association. New York Philly, they scrap 76ers down 2-0 in the series. Plus, the T-Wolves and Spurs matchup in Game 3, they're tied through 2 games played. And the Jays, they're back in action, looking to snap a 4-game skid when they start their series against the Angels. First pitch just after 5. Dylan Cease gets the call for Toronto. Reed Detmers on the other side for LA. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Time for the second hour of EST Afternoons for this Friday, May 8th, 2:06 here in Edmonton. Beautiful day. Beautiful weekend coming up. 18 degrees right now, looking for a high of 19, although it's windy. Gusting upwards of 30 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow, 20 degrees. Sunday, 24 degrees. It is Mother's Day. don't forget, it is Mother's Day. So early happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas, Joaquin Gage, alongside Joaquin Gage and Zachary Kubish. Do you have to do get anything for Mother's Day for the wife? Or your kids?
She's not my mom.
Well, that's it. Like, the kids are so grown up, it's on them.
Yeah, they should do something, shouldn't they? I probably should remind them.
What's the ages?
20 and 17.
They should have it figured out a little.
I know they should, but they don't.
Send that one little text.
Well, ask Coop. Has he gotten anything?
Well, I forgot until this week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of that thing that kind of always blindsides me every year. It's like Father's Day as well. And I don't know. I asked my mom, hey, you want to go for lunch or something like that? So I have something planned, but not as soon as maybe most people would have.
I'll be making some brunch at my mother's house.
Oh, yeah?
That's amazing.
That's all right.
I make decent eggs.
What do you do you make something, or do you purchase something, or is it just your presents that you give them?
Well, my family, we don't do really a lot of gifts. Okay. So we don't. So it's presents. Okay. I'll make the food.
Your not presents as in like a.
Well, yeah, I'm there.
Your present, yeah.
Yeah, I'll make the eggs. We'll see what happens with all the other stuff. I do plan on making bagels.
Oh,
I'm in a
homemade bagels?
Kick. I'm in a kick for that now.
What are you, Trev?
They're easy. Why? What's Trev? Trev
loves bagels.
They're very simple to make.
Oh yeah,
easy. I could do it here in the office. It wouldn't take long.
I tried a hack for it's like a rice paper bagel though. But you know what I like now that you can get? Yeah, what type of bagels do you like?
I'm now just trying to figure that out. I like just a normal bagel.
Normal's fine. I do like an everything bagel.
See, and I'm not so. There's just it falls everywhere.
Yeah, but you get the sprinkle. Now I get the sprinkle, like the everything bagel seasoning. It's got everything in it. I like that. Don't tell Trev that you make bagels.
I'll make them for him if he wants.
He'll treat you like his grandmother and have you making them the whole time.
Oh, I'll do it for him. If he wants them, I'll make some. Mom, moms want your time more than anything, or a new Louis. Same thing, says Jasmine.
A what?
Louis Vuitton bag.
My mom just wants a plant.
You could text us 780-218-9999. That's the River Korean Box Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special. Available 7 days a week from 11:30 till 11 p.m. Let's get to Hernan's Noticias for the Edmonton Elks. I surprised Coop there. Edmonton Elks, it's time to go back to the beginning. May 29th, Elks Stamps, Clark Stadium for Night at the Knothole, our city, our year. Lock in your tickets, goelks.com/tickets. Also, big reminder coming up, big news coming up a little bit today for Edmonton Sports Talk. Mark Killam's going to be on the show with Reed and Jay. Big news coming up, so stay tuned for that from 3 until 6. A couple other pieces. No, we've already talked about Alphonso Davies, the Hart Trophy. Here's the thing that's piqued my interest a little bit. The Seattle Seahawks, they are up for sale after winning the Super Bowl. The estate of Paul Allen. It was required that they put the team up for sale at a certain time. It was a little late, but they put it up for sale. By all accounts right now, interest softer than expected from the National Football League. The last few times we have seen teams get put up for sale, there's been a number of bidders. We've seen record numbers. Have we now hit a point where things are just, they were expecting 10 bill, maybe upwards of 11.
10B?
Yeah. Are we now at a point where there's just no one to afford these things? Is that what's causing this? Or is the Seattle market just so oversaturated? They will get the NBA one day. They have the NHL. They have the NFL. They have MLB. They have a major college there in University of Washington. They have an MLS team. They have a lot going on out there. They have the women's soccer teams out there too. I found this fascinating to see that the NFL is saying they are not softer than expected interest in an NFL team, because partly is the NFL is a very exclusive group. There's only 32 owners.
Mm-hmm.
And people now have been bidding for these teams. Just they don't care what team's up for sale. It's not like they're longtime fans of that team. It's just, this is the latest team up for sale. I want to get in this club. And there's softer than expected interest in the Seattle Seahawks. I was very surprised to read that article this morning.
Maybe Trump can finally get his NFL team.
Maybe Elon Musk will be able to get in. Maybe Jeff Bezos has been frozen out a couple. He's tried a couple times.
He's tried, right?
They are very careful of who gets in, and it's but maybe like we're seeing it also. I don't know if you've heard the, I'm having the phrasing wrong, but the blue dot issues that artists are facing. And that's a lot of artists have recently canceled parts or some of their tour or all of their tour because on Ticketmaster, there's way too many blue dots, meaning people aren't buying tickets.
Oh, really?
There are a lot of concerts that have recently been canceled or postponed because of that. Are we seeing a max in what people are able to spend for concerts? Are we seeing a max of people are willing to spend, the big billionaires, on franchises?
Who has, there are people that have that, but
there's not as many individuals that could do it anymore. You're now at a number where you need public investment funds or things like that. It can't be where it was when Daryl Cates bought the Edmonton Oilers. Daryl Cates bought the Edmonton Oilers. It wasn't he got funding with this group or there's this hedge fund in New York that's helping. It was Daryl Cates bought them. But now things are so expensive, you need groups.
But the Seahawks seem to be profitable, aren't they?
They all are.
Yeah.
But you don't make money necessarily in football until you sell. That may be the other thing here too.
Yeah.
I buy this team for $10 billion. What is my selling point 20 years from now, 10 years from now? Is it going to be $20 billion? Am I making $10 billion off of this? Or are we hitting that point where there's a plateauing here and it's not going to go up as much anymore?
In my personal opinion, Matty, an owner of a sports franchise, if they're getting into the business for that reason and that reason only to increase their investment, I don't think they should be involved in sports. I think the best owners are the ones that treat it like a toy. That it really, sure, you might lose, but you might gain, but you're not in it to make money. You're in it because you love the sport, you love the game, and you love the team. That's what makes, I think, a better owner than someone that's just looking at the bottom line.
The other note of news I saw today that I would love your opinions on, Gager, is F1 has agreed to move away from the 50-50 split between the conventional combustion power and electric elements. Starting in 2027, it'll be 60-40 in favor of the ICE units. Like this?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to, I think, over the next few years until, 2028, 29, where they'll switch 31, whatever, when they switch the regulations. And the talk is they're going to go straight back to the V8, which will be fantastic, I think. But look, I've been an F1 fan for 5-6 years now.
Well, 2020, 2021?
Yeah.
6
years. And I do kind of like the racing itself. And I understand what the purists are talking about. Can't go all out and you're trying to recharge the battery. I think it's gotten a little bit better. They're still having to super clip and find things but the drivers have said it's a little bit better than before. They don't feel like they're, Max put it, a passenger in their own vehicle, right? The AI of it is starting to harvest the energy of the battery and he can't deploy it or whatever, right? So, but you can't tell me that last race wasn't exciting for a while. And some of the racing, like what Kimi Antonelli did was really impressive. And to see a couple other cars that have brought upgrades, huge improvements. I believe there's a few other teams that will have some new upgrades in Montreal. But once you get back to Europe after Montreal, that's when all these teams will start bringing massive upgrades. And I think we'll see even the gaps shorten even more.
So the next race here in Canada, May 22 to 24.
Next weekend, Montreal.
2 weekends.
2 weekends, sorry.
Yeah, we've got 2 weekends. So you get 2 weekends off of F1.
Well, it's too much. I had 5, now 2. But then it's just going to go bump, 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 bump.
5, unfortunately.
Which
wasn't supposed to be the case.
Yeah.
There you go.
What do you think? Have you watched any, Matty?
I started off watching a lot this season. I missed all of last weekend. I was busy last weekend. At this moment, I can't remember what I did last weekend, but I did things last weekend. Mm-hmm. My brain's starting to not work as well as it once did, that I forgot things that happened a weekend ago.
It's a weird time for us because, again, last 2 years we're used to. I mean, it's not like the hockey world hasn't given us things to talk about, that's for sure. But would we have been talking about all this stuff, do you think, even if the Oilers were still in it? Or would we just be Because I wondered, like, these things have happened. Coach has been fired. Drafts, picks. I mean, it's a little controversial, and we'd be talking about it, but it's I kind of like it.
I like that we were able to do a little bit more things, because the tough part is the Oilers would play in general. You play every second day.
Mm-hmm.
So that means most days either you're previewing the game that night or you're recapping the game from the prior, game from prior. And especially if the Oilers lost, there's how do they rebound? If they win, when they won, it made things that we could get to this a little bit more. There'd be more of a leeway to do that. But it's when they lost, well, you're dissecting that loss. And when the Oilers lost, they always lost in a very unique way. It felt like during the playoffs. So it is a chance for us to expand a little bit more with our horizon and all of that. And the one thing that allows us to do as well is next segment, talk to Jordan Baker, who's the head coach, general manager, president of the Edmonton Stingers. Their season gets going tomorrow, 1:30 down at the Expo Center. What does the Stingers team look like? What is Jordan expecting out of his team this season? We're going to find out next on the Old Country Towing Hotline. And then we got the Screw It, Let's Do It parlay for Play Alberta. Did you guys hit yesterday?
I haven't confirmed
If you guys did it, you guys would have been very quick to say yes. We're going to look to end this week on a victory. Don't you worry. We're going to do. Here's what I'm going to hope that the both of you are going to do. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Huss and I on the lock shop, we went simple. We got Hurricanes money line. We had Pistons money line. That one cash. It was just a plus 190, but it was a victory. Just going to throw that out there. He's Joaquin Gage. I'm Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas here on EST Afternoons. Jordan Baker of the Edmonton Stingers coming up in a few minutes. But first, a Zachary Kuber Sports Update here at Edmonton Sports Talk, a clear choice for Edmonton Sports.
Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov, Nathan MacKinnon have all been named as Hart Trophy finalists. The award is presented annually to the player most valuable to his team. Elsewhere, Edmonton's Evan Bouchard and Darnell Nurse are off to Switzerland, joining Team Canada for the upcoming World Hockey Championship that kicks off May 15th. To the NHL, the Habs Sabres start things off 5 o'clock. Montreal trailing 2-0 in the series. Later on, 7:30 puck drop between Vegas and Anaheim for Game 3. That series deadlocked after 2. For the Elks, they've added 7 players ahead of training camp, including 24-year-old long snapper Oren Schellenberg, who spent the past 5 seasons at the U of A, and over to the NFL. The New York Jets have agreed to a 3-year contract extension with running back Breece Hall, a total value of $45.75 million. In the association, New York and Philly scrap 76ers down 2-0. Plus, the Timberwolves and Spurs matchup in Game 3. They're tied after 2. And the Jays are back at it against the Angels, playing the first of 3 total games in their series. First pitch just after 5. Dylan Cease gets a call for Toronto. Countering for LA is Reed Detmers. Jordan Baker from the Edmonton Stingers up next here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
Worksite ready, Western tough. Lamley's Workwear is calling all tradespeople, oil and gas crews, construction workers, farmers, and hard-working Canadians. Built for the job with quality craftsmanship, job site protection, and cowboy-worthy durability. Trusted brands like Airy at Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed for performance and all-day comfort on the toughest sites. No matter the season, Lamley's has the workwear you need. Shop the full range now at lamleys.com/work. LAMMLES.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd. 9 p.m. show is sold out. Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble,
We're back here on EST Afternoons here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports 222. Make a wish. Matt Iwanyk, Joaquin Gage, Zack. We should just switch to 223. So unfortunately, I didn't give you enough warning. You said Trev in the nasty chat. Please may I have some bagels. I just ran out. I'll make you a couple if I remember to, Trev. I'll bring them on Monday. See if you like them. I just make plain right now. I haven't ventured too far into the toppings. So.
Oh, really?
I've done Parmesan cheese on it. That's the only one. I just did a bunch of Parmesan cheese on it, and that's about it. So,
yeah, good for you, man.
I'm really enjoying baking right now. Bread. I'm very much into bread.
You really?
Yeah.
What about sourdough?
I have my own starter.
Do you?
I need to spend a day. I feel like it takes about a day to do a proper sourdough because it needs like 4 different times of stretch and folds. You then need to let it chill in the fridge for it. There's a lot to that one, and I haven't dedicated the time to doing the proper sourdough start to finish throughout a day. So I do need to try that one.
My mother-in-law's got like a 100-year-old sourdough starter.
Mine is probably about 7 months old now. So I have a long way to go to catch up to that one. Let's get to the Oil Country Towing Hotline. It's for Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, reliable. For over 15 years, give them a call, 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. The Edmonton Stingers, they start their season tomorrow down at the Expo Center. 1:30 tip-off against the Winnipeg. It's the opener of the CEBL entirely. All eyes of the CEBL will be here on Edmonton as the Stingers. They're looking to reclaim their title and try to win their third title in franchise history. And joining us to help preview the team this season is head coach, general manager, president of the Edmonton Stingers, Jordan Baker. Jordan, greatly appreciate the time. I just want to start with, for those that maybe weren't following along through the offseason, this roster this year, there's a mix of some returning vets. You've brought in some new players. But just give us an overview of the team, and stylistically, what do you hope that this team will look like on the court?
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit it on the head there. It's a nice mix of veterans to the CEBL and some new faces to the league. I mean, the CEBL is, what I see it as a springboard league oftentimes for guys to, get a little bit of experience and then parlay some good game film into some more lucrative contracts overseas during the winter months. So you're not always going to have the same teams or rosters year after year. So for us, we tried to put something together where we had a lot of versatility on the roster, a little more size, a little more strength to try to beef up the interior. But in terms of style of play, we want to play fast. We want to, rely on our defense to generate some offense, and we want to be a team that gives full effort all the time to try to represent Edmonton the right way.
Jordan, if you looked at your business cards, they probably run out of space with the amount of titles you have on there. Talk what goes into being GM, coach, president, your list of responsibilities, and do you actually get time to sleep at night?
Well, the sleeping piece, I think my 1-month-old daughter can maybe take a little bit of a blame for that too. So if I wasn't busy enough, I got that. We welcomed our daughter about a month ago, so that's been fantastic. But in terms of the job piece, it's actually, pretty nice for me because every part of the year there's sort of a different bucket that I have to attend to a little bit more actively, right? So, you think about May to August, we're in the thick of things. It's a heavy coaching piece, and then January to May, you're trying to put a roster together, and that's a little bit more of the general managing piece. And then, September to December, when things are a little bit slower on the basketball side, it's like, okay, let's have some conversations with some sponsors, and let's make sure our ticket sales and our renewals and all those things are moving the right way. So not lost on me is how crazy this sounds, but just being able to have that variety has been a lot of fun in my first year as president.
We're Jordan Baker of the Edmonton Stingers. In an article on the CEBL website, you talk about one of the quotes that you have is, May 9th is not going to be a finished product just yet. There's a lot of learning, a lot of adjustments. As the coach, how do you balance growing into a season while hopefully also getting off to a fast start in the season?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's trying to prioritize from a basketball perspective some of the most important things. So our foundational pieces defensively, our foundational pieces offensively. We're not going to have 15 set plays ready to go tomorrow. It's just not the reality for us. So we really want to focus on some of our foundational pieces. That means random play when you get a defensive rebound, or when things sort of break down, what do your habits look like? And I think one of the bigger things is having guys trust each other a little bit and build relationships both on and off the court, so that when things do get tough, they can lean on each other and feel like they're supported on the floor. So training camp is always a hectic one. It's always a busy time, but it's great to have all these new guys into town and start to get to know them a little bit.
Jordan, Nick Hornsby's back in Edmonton again. Talk a little bit about the importance of having a player of his stature, a veteran, has been here before. With some of the new guys coming in, you said you don't have 15 set plays, but just having a guy that's familiar with everything is how important is it to have him in the lineup tomorrow night?
Well, I mean, I wish he was in the lineup tomorrow night. I'll tell you that much. He's still finishing up his season in Indonesia, like his winter season.
Okay.
They kind of run a little bit longer. So it's going to be an interesting one when he rolls in, because obviously, as you mentioned, he's been our team captain the past couple seasons. He's a leader. He's a guy who's, produced at a very high level for a long time for us. So he's going to have to find his way once he comes back, whether that role looks the same for him or if he's got to kind of be a chameleon and slide into a different position based on how the team's doing and how, the team chemistry is evolving. But, Nick's about the right things. He puts the team first. He's an adopted Edmontonian. This is going to be his fourth season with us. So he loves being back in the city. His family loves it as well. So for him, he's going to give us a great boost when he does, finish up his season overseas and comes to join us. But can't say enough good things about him, and it's just too bad he won't be with us tomorrow.
You've been with this team starting as a player back since 2019, coach 2023, GM 2024, and then at the president title. From the start of the CEBL to today, have you noticed an evolution? And if so, what type of changes have you seen within the game of the CEBL?
I'm lucky I got in when I did, because there's no way I would have been able to play in today's CEBL. Like, just the quality of talent has exploded over the last 3-4 seasons. You got every team has 4 or 5 G League players who are knocking on the door of the best league in the world. So the talent has gone up exponentially. And then you look at just the professionalism, like our relationship this year with the league and CBC, putting us on a national broadcast partner that's, putting a priority on Canadian basketball. Some of those relationships wouldn't have been possible when I was starting out in 2019. So, we've done a great job. Our ticketing team here has done a great job. Our sponsorship team here has done a great job making sure that, the bills are paid and our players are taken care of. And, the front offices around the league are all working towards the same goal of making this league stick around and making this league thrive. And, you look at some of the things coming out about ownership groups and teams being bought out, and, Mark Cuban getting a stake in Brampton. Like, it's a league that's growing, and it's a league that's going to stick around. And, I'm happy that I'm able to be a part of it.
Well, Jordan, thanks so much for the time and the insight in your team going into the season. Best of luck, not with just tomorrow, but with this whole season, and hopefully trying to bring that CBL title back here to Edmonton.
Sounds great. I appreciate it.
Jordan Baker, head coach, general manager, president of this Edmonton Stingers team, which you don't really hear anyone say anything bad about their experience with the Edmonton Stingers when they go. You know, when you go it's a fantastic experience. It's basketball to me is one of the best sports to watch in person. They do a great job down at the Expo Center, keeping you entertained, not just with what the players are doing on the court, but with what things are going to activations around the court and during timeouts and things like that. So if you've never been to a Stingers game, one, how have you been missing out? But two, I highly recommend going. They've added a few more games this season. But tomorrow it's 1:30. If you can't get down, you can watch it on CBC. Gem, I don't know if it's CBC necessarily. We'll have more from Mark Majot. Or you can listen to it here on Edmonton Sports Talk. But find the time to get down to an Edmonton Stingers game. And we do have some tickets that we'll be giving away throughout this season. We gave away a 4-pack on the morning show yesterday. And when it comes to Play Alberta, I think is going to be giving us some to give away as well. So keep it locked here at Edmonton Sports Talk for more chances to go catch the Edmonton Stingers down at the Expo Center. And Jordan Baker joined us on the Oil Country Towing Hotline.
What's is Mujo doing? Like courtside?
Yeah,
stuff?
Courtside. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so when it's not a CBC Gem game type thing, it would be Doug McLean and Paul Sir on the call. And then there's the CBC stuff, which Arash Madani, Mitch Peacock, I forgot who the other voice was doing play-by-play for them.
I just saw it he put a post out. I saw it. Yeah. So.
And then good friend of some of ours, Joey Slattery. He's also doing some courtside stuff. He's out in Winnipeg. And they're the team that's in town featuring former Edmonton Stinger, Xavier Moon.
Cool.
So there you go. Stingers action all coming up. Elks training camp is Sunday. So that's going to get going. They've got preseason games out in Langley on the 23rd. And then they're home on the 29th down at Clark. And then the season gets going early June. I got to plan my CFL draft night for the Dunya.
Oh, yeah. Are we doing fantasy in office? Are we joining teams?
There's 6. There's going to be 4 or 6-man leagues. It's supposed to be with the CFL one.
Well,
so we have 11 people in this office. We could do 1 6-man league and 1 4-man league, or we could ask other. We could probably find a second to do 6-man leagues.
I don't know. I think I was talking to her now. So each show against one another.
So mornings, hangout, EST afternoons, Reed Wilkins show. We don't need anything else then at that point.
Hello, hockey.
But then who's Tommy going with?
Tommy's.
Well, I don't need anyone. I'm a 4-time CFL fantasy champ.
Jasmine.
I don't want Jasmine on my board. No offense, Jasmine. I don't need anybody. I'm a 4-time CFL fantasy football champ. No one else in this office can say that.
Okay.
I'm a 4-time champ.
Well, if you go Hello Hockey with Sean Bell, Tom Gazzola, and Ben Thompson live Saturdays.
Then you need a 6th.
Yeah.
So if you have morning show, if you have EST afternoons, you do Reed Wilkins show, you do Hangout, you do Hello Hockey.
You're only
and then
in the
we
Hangout.
do a full listener one? Like we leave it to the listeners or something?
VIP Golf Show.
We could do the VIP Golf Show. You and Murray can handle the team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's very knowledgeable in the CFL.
I'm the only one that doesn't need, Eric needs some help.
I'd almost want to be.
Even though he's the defending champ, he's only got 1. I've got 4. Don't forget. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down for that. I'm intrigued how they go, but I'm also just very excited about mine because we've done 10 years. So now we're entering in year 11.
Wow.
And everyone now has a title. And I'm loaded with draft picks. picks.
Okay.
If I blow this year, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. Just going to say that one right now. Also, baptized Big Uke in the Nest chat. Ukraine has been elevated to the top division for the 2027 Men's Hockey World Championship. Awesome.
Really?
That's great to see. We need to get the break right away here, but Coop left. So portions of this hour of the Hangout, they are brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Brew House says happy hour, Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6, starting at $3.99. Come early, stay longer, save more. The Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house. The Casino Dealer Jay, and I don't know why my thing just bailed out on me, but saying Jasmine catching strays. That's not a thing on Jasmine. Just outright. I don't want to be with anybody.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to be with me either.
I don't want to be with Dusty. I don't want to be with Eric. I don't want to be with Tommy. I don't want to be with anyone because I know what I'm doing. I've done this. I've got the resume to show you. I'll do the whole. I've 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. Everyone else needs the help. I don't need the help. I don't need someone costing me a championship. Anyone. because they're trying to tell me how CFL fantasy works. I created the Dunya, which created the league for Dusty's league, which created this league. The CFL doesn't have fantasy football if it's not for me creating the Dunya alongside Lucas, Eric, and Scott McCord. You cannot be going to CFL.ca to play season-long fantasy if it wasn't for the Dunya back in the day. Because we don't do it. Dusty doesn't know about it. Dusty doesn't do it. Dusty doesn't talk to Stuart Johnson about it. So you're welcome. I'm going to be very arrogant on that.
The CFL website, actually, it has some good information on how to win your fantasy team.
Do you know what the key is?
Are you going to give away your? I don't trust you. You would
no,
lead me down the wrong path.
I'm going to tell you outright what the key is.
There's 5 Dustin Nielsen tips to win your CFL fantasy league. I don't see Matt Iwanyk anywhere.
Oh. Are you getting royalties for helping them out or what?
Yeah, well, that's the sad thing. There's nothing from them. Like I wish I could have gone back and be like, no, absolutely not. What is his 5 tips?
Dustin Nielsen's 5 tips.
I'll tell you if they're right or wrong.
Let's see.
How many championships does that guy have? It's not 4. I can tell you that much. Here's the thing. Even if it's not Matt Iwanyk's 5 tips, it should be Lucas Holt's 5 tips because he's also a 4-time champ.
Okay, should I read what Dusty
Please.
said? Okay, it's the question, what's a good strategy for the CFL fantasy draft? And it says, when it comes to draft day, having a clear plan, especially early, can make all the difference. I'm trying to do my Dusty voice.
That's any
But here he goes. Take Nathan Rourke first overall, said the play-by-play announcer. He's such a dual threat quarterback that he can be a league winner from week 1 if he stays healthy. I also suggest prioritizing the national flex spot.
That's the key. That is the key.
Okay.
We have learned over our years, you get the Canadians, you're in a good spot. You get there are some really good Canadians, but there is a bit of a drop off if you don't have some of the top ones. Okay. That is a big one.
He says it's a big advantage if you slot somebody like Brady Oliveira into that position while still starting another team's running back 1 at running back. Roster construction.
You could just go for just go overview.
Oh, where is it? Overview.
Does it have the other 4?
I don't know.
Where'd you find this?
I don't know. It's Dustin Nielsen's.
Yeah, but which part did you click?
Here it
go
is.
To Game Zone. I found it now.
Yeah.
So the other ones, what position would you prioritize? Answered that. What players would you target for Euclid Canadian spots? Okay, it was the standard people: Brady, Justin, Samuel, Dembski, Philpott. What would be your ideal CFL fantasy team in a 6-person league? So he put one there, but that's an ideal one.
You're not really going to get those.
Well, it's like his ideal team. And this isn't Dustin. This is the CFL. Nathan Rourke, Brady Oliveira, Kenny Lawler, Justin McInnes, Keon Hatcher, Tyson Philpott.
Below he says
that's all the stars.
More realistic version.
But why would you even give us that first one?
Yeah, that's like getting Nathan McKinnon, Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov, Draisaitl.
Yeah.
Evan Bouchard,
it'd be great to have Cale Makar and Bouchard as your defense in an NHL league. Well done, CFL. Well done. We're late to break now. He's Joaquin Gage, Matt Iwanyk in for Hernan Salas alongside Zachary Kubish. When we come back, the Skirt, let's do a parlay for Play Alberta. This is EST Afternoons right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports.
Connor McDavid, Nikita Kucherov, and Nathan MacKinnon have been named as Hart Trophy finalists. The award is presented annually to the player most valuable to his team. Overseas, Evan Bouchard and Darnell Nurse of the Oilers are off to Switzerland, joining Team Canada for the upcoming World Hockey Championship that gets going May 15th. To the NHL, the Habs Sabres kick things off on a 2-game slate. 5 o'clock puck drop, Montreal trailing 2-0. Later on at 7:30, Vegas matches up with Anaheim in Game 3. That series deadlocked after 2. For the Elks, they've added 7 players ahead of training camp, including 24-year-old long snapper Oren Schellenberg, who spent the past 5 seasons as a U of A Golden Bear. NFL news, Breece Hall and the Jets have agreed to a 3-year extension worth a total of nearly $46 million. And to the association, New York, Philly, they scrapped 76ers down 2-0 in the series. Plus, the T-Wolves and Spurs hit the deck for Game 3. They're tied through 2 games played. And the Jays, they're back in action, opening a series against the Angels. First pitch just after 5. Dylan Cease gets the call for Toronto. Reed Detmers countering for L.A. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back following the break here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
Our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Moving to a new home sounds simple, but sometimes
we can't move in until when?
Life gets in the way. Whether you're downsizing or staging your house to sell, Sentinel Storage has affordable solutions at a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Here on EST Afternoon's final segment for this Friday before, well, some of our weekends begin. Coop's still got 3 hours with the Reed Wilkins Show and J-Mill, Matt Iwanyk and Fernand Salas alongside Joaquin Gage. Coop, what's coming up on the show today?
Well, it is quite a jam-packed program that we have. Of course, we'll talk about the Hart nominees, but we also got Elks head coach Mark Killam checking in at 4 o'clock. Also a big announcement during that time on the Reed Wilkins Show, so stay tuned for that as well. We'll have Ben Thompson in for his Keep 3, Cut 5 during the afternoon debate. Jays play of the day as well. Mark Majot, not sideline reporter, courtside reporter for the Edmonton Stingers to get you set for Stingers action. They're playing tomorrow, 1:30 tip-off against the Winnipeg Sea Bears, kicking off the CEBL season, and a very special athlete of the week who will be in studio in the third hour of the program.
Majot's in studio as well.
Well, no, our athlete of the week is.
Right,
well,
so
he's from North Carolina.
I was going to say, you have 2 in-person studio guests.
And
That's
one's
awesome.
from North Carolina. Well, originally from here, but we'll get more into that. So check out the athlete of the week and everything else.
Ian texts in, River Korean Box, Maddie, I started baking bread over COVID. Now we do it every Sunday. Love it. Very simple. If you just want normal bread, 4 ingredients. Water, flour, yeast, salt. Takes you maybe, 2.5 hours to get it all done. If you're doing full proofing, full cooling, maybe upwards of 3 hours and all that. Very easy. Very simple. River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Happy hour, 525 drinks. Available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. We need to get to the Screw It, Let's Do a Parlay for Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every single day. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, always use your game sense. We need a victory. Coop, I'm starting off with you. What are we looking for?
I'm going to go back to the heart of the origin of Screw It, Let's Do It Parlay. And you said, to keep it simple, Matty, we do need to win. We do need a hit. We've been ice cold, and we need to get flaming hot with the Latino heat gone as well. I'm sure we'll have better luck because we're not going to have any crazy picks. He's not even here to defend himself, so I should stop ripping into the man. He's enjoying his time in Mexico.
Although he'll rip you if you weren't here. So
that little Sicario, who cares about him?
Yeah, whatever. Where
are you going?
In Mexico.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to go to Buffalo. The Sabres, Habitants, facing off game 2 of their series. The Habs down 1-0, losing 4-2 in game 1. Going Canadians money line plus 108 there on Play Alberta.
So you have the Canadians winning. Okay. Gager?
Oh boy. Shoot. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go to the other game. Knights, Ducks, with we'll try to keep it. It's becoming more difficult with these things, Matty. I don't feel good about these games anymore.
Well, then you have to go find something else that you feel a little bit better in.
No, I want to, because I'll probably watch it. So I like having a little skin in the game.
Okay, but sometimes then you just got to go deeper into the game to see if there's the better bet.
Okay, let's go.
You don't always. It doesn't always have to be money line. It can be shots. It could be.
No, that's a good one.
Like
you know
there's
what?
just different ways of looking about this.
Let's go. Ooh, that's not good.
I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. Coop is going with a plus money one.
I know.
So we can afford a little bit of favorites. That when we boost it in, it gives us a nice, decent number. I'm just going to throw that out there
Well, that's why you craft a parlay, right? I mean, you can pick multiple favorites and still have it be plus money.
I do like that.
Which one are you thinking?
Well, I was like that. Ryan Pollings looked good over the past few.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking maybe a Paling, a Paling point.
He's going to be paying us
from the Ducks.
Paling?
From the Ducks.
Wow, you went plus money too. I went into this saying, let's just keep it simple. Let's get this nice and tight, and we're already plus 524 already.
Cavs win is pretty simple.
I'm gonna I'm gonna stand by what I said with all of this, and I'm sticking to this one. I'm going to tomorrow. I think this is the right. I'm battling between two, but you guys are at 524. I what I've added in is minus 357, and it brings it up to 7-1. Plus 700, basically. So with the boost, it'll be about 715. And that's just the OKC Thunder money line against the Lakers.
Oh, geez. That's a good one.
Like, it brings up, putting OKC into this takes us from plus 524. It bumps it to plus 698. We'll get to probably about 715. They're huge dogs. Or not dogs. The Lakers are huge dogs. They're huge favorites. But because of the plus money you guys have thrown in there, it's fine. And hopefully if your guys is hit, it's a nice safe one, safer one it should be for 3-legger to get going. So I'll just say this right now. If this one isn't hitting because of the Thunder, awesome, because my Lakers won. So there's that part. But also like, wow. But if it also doesn't hit because of you guys, like next week, we just really need to try to keep it tight.
Well, Zegras scored. Right? So did we hit yesterday? Because you picked a Zegras goal.
I'll tell you what you guys had.
That he scored. I hit the under. It was a 4-1 game.
I didn't have Zegras goal.
Oh, that was Hernan. He picked a wild one.
Yeah.
What did you have?
Carolina Flyers under 5.5 goals.
That hit.
Stankoven goal.
Stankoven, that's what I had.
Yeah.
And Zegras point.
Zegras point, and he scored. I'm not going to throw Gager under the bus.
Well, I was the only one that hit the day before. We haven't been in sync.
Yeah, you guys have, because and then when you hit the Taylor Hall, Hernan hit, if I'm not mistaken.
No, we both missed, I think.
No, I thought Hernan got it that day too, with the Hall. It was Hall point, Gauthier goal, and Timberwolves to cover, and the Timberwolves beat the Spurs.
Oh, did they?
That's right.
That was the day the Timberwolves beat the Spurs. Because that was back on Monday.
Yeah, that was a tight game.
So it's like you guys have been a little off on this. So hopefully today you two are on point And
you
I've
could just
jumped
join.
in with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, next week we're gonna just go to square one with Benny here. Me, you, and Benny. We're just gonna lock down.
Lock it down.
The thing I find with if we could get like 2 wins to start, like Monday, Tuesday, then we can get a little more crazy for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because we got a couple victories.
We have
looking ahead. I like it, Matty. I like it.
So, but you know, we're going to go into next week with a victory. Montreal Canadiens money line. Ryan Poling point. OKC Thunder money line. Around 7-1. Look for that at Play Alberta, playalberta.ca under EST specials. We've got the early bird bet. We got the grandest, the silliest, lock shot parlay, Jay's play of the day, goal, which is Canada most goals at the preliminary round of the World Hockey Championships. I think that number should be a little bit higher. We also got a Lock Shop CFL futures. Jay's play of the day yesterday of the Elks. I've also thrown, there's also another one coming up for Elks and Stamps. So that's all coming up over at Play Alberta and the Screw It, Let's Do It parlay. Gager, what do you got on tap for the weekend? Besides dance.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, and it's phase 2 of my my backyard oasis. So
what are you doing?
Well, I'm constructing my backyard oasis. Remember, wasn't I telling you?
Yeah, but like, are you putting like a water fountain or?
Oh no, nothing like that.
Okay.
It's just going to be a lot of edging, probably some lawn maintenance, and then the sitting room, the outdoor room, will get just a little bit more sealed off.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's almost like making a little sunroom for yourself.
Yeah.
A sunroom would be so nice.
I'll send you pictures, Matty.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated with all this stuff. I just planted some wildflowers in a pot outside my place for a pie to try to. I need flowers or plants that do well in wind. Wind destroys all my flowers.
Oh yeah, because you're up top there, high,
and it's
too.
not protected. There's no relief from the wind. So
about,
last year I had a grass, which was really nice, but that did not survive the winter. But I planted some wildflower seeds. Hopefully those grow and I can have a little bit of wildflowers.
What
And
about
I did
palm
see
tree?
a palm tree.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a palm tree on my deck.
Well, this is a small one.
That's going to go flying over.
No, it won't.
Sure it will.
Put some rocks in the bottom. You'll be fine.
My thing is so locked down. I'm not adding anything new. I don't need something flying off the 25th floor and landing below me. Although Eric said he sent me a video. He wants me to do it so bad. Some guy in, I think it was Chicago, had 1,000 paper airplanes and he threw it.
Oh,
and it looked really cool.
I bet.
So I kind of would like to do that, but I just said I would do it. So now if that happens, people are going to have evidence on me. Oh, this is a good point from Casino Dealer Jay. If you could also hedge tomorrow if the first two hit. So if Canadians and Poling, and that's hitting.
Yeah.
You could put a couple bucks on the Lakers to win, and you're winning money no matter what.
Yeah.
So there is the hedge play when it comes to that one. So that's an excellent point from Casino Dealer Jay. To all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day in advance. Have a wonderful Sunday. You absolutely deserve it. We've got Elks this weekend. Training camp gets going Sunday. Tomorrow, Stingers. You can catch it on our station at 1:30. Hello Hockey at 10 o'clock tomorrow as well. Coming up next, we do got the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne until 6 o'clock. A big announcement with Coach Mark Killam. I don't even know what it is. You'll have to stay tuned to find out what that is from 3 until 6. On behalf of Coob, Gager, I'm Matt. Thanks to everyone for tuning in and for jumping into the Nasty Chat or the River Key inbox, as well as thank you very much to Jordan Baker, and best of luck to the Stingers at the start of their season. Again, on behalf of Coob, Gager, I'm Matt. Thanks for tuning to EST Afternoons. Reed, Jay, Coob with the Reed Wilkins Show with JML coming up in a few minutes. Right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. In just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.